Welcome back, my wasted youth. This is Rev taking you through Pokemon Special Pikachu Edition. When last we left our intrepid hero, we had almost completely finished the entirety of the Safari Zone. Well, we have got one more trip left, and that's it. So we are going to go straight to where we need to go with, well, one minor stop. See, it's actually dawned on me that we have to go right by where we caught that Taurus in the first place. Well, where we ran into that Taurus in the first place. So what I'm going to do is, once we get there, I'm actually just going to pause, stop, save my game, and, well, try taking some steps for a little while to see if we can run into that Taurus again. And, of course, if we can, then why not? We've already caught a Taurus. And perfect, so this is Taurus. So now let's see if we can catch it. I'm going to do exactly the same thing I did with Kangaskhan and with the Scyther. I'm pretty sure if I throw a rock at it, it is going to run. So I am just going to continue to throw Pokeballs at it until we catch it and really hope on this one. It's very possible it could just run away. I would really not like that, but, you know, I really do want this Taurus. And, hey, wow, great, it looks like we've caught that Taurus. Absolutely perfect. That couldn't be better. Absolutely great. So now, the only thing that we are still looking for in the Safari Zone is a wild Pinsir. The kick on that, though, is we can actually buy a Pinsir in the game corner. So if I really don't feel like it or want to run across one randomly, I may not go with it. I really haven't decided yet. Now, Pinsir is normally exclusive to Pokemon Blue, but because Pokemon Yellow is a combination of Red and Blue, then you'll be able to find it here as well. I'm actually not too worried about it, since this definitely isn't the only place we'll be able to get one. So, like I said, I think if we run across one randomly, then I'll probably go for it. If we don't, then I don't think I'm going to waste too much more time in the Safari Zone. I actually find this area pretty frustrating. So now, again, we want to come all the way down this side and just go straight down. Eventually, we're going to run into a little sign, and hey, here it is. Trainer tips. Still ahead. Perfect. Now, the other thing that we got very lucky on is my entire inventory was completely full. Okay. Safari Warden's lost gold teeth. They're around here somewhere. Really? Huh. Okay. Will you look at that? Whoever put that sign up just needed to look a little harder, I guess. Okay. What's this? TM32. Okay, that's double team. I'm definitely not going to use that. If you want to, by all means, go ahead. We found a revive inside the statue. Man, that's great. But we're not done yet. We've got to go into this house and talk to this guy. Hi. Yes. Really? This is the secret house. We're in it right now. Oh, no, man, I found your secret house. Well, thank you very much. Really? HM03. Well, what else do you have to say? Oh, it's Surf. Okay. Really? So now we can actually get out of here. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, see, that's great. Thank you very much. Well, now I am actually going to give this to Lapras. And this way, Lapras will be able to surf us right across this body of water. That way we can actually get out. Oh, would probably help if I go into the items and use the item that I want to. So we are going to use this. It contains surf. Yes, I am going to. And I think that I'm going to teach it to Lapras. Lapras can't learn. That's fine. Yes, of course I'd like to. And I think Growl has to disappear. So with that, we have learned Surf. Perfect. And now we can get out of that, but we go into Pokemon, use Lapras, and surf. And so, now if you'll notice, this is that house that was totally out of our way. We should have actually come here after the fact, but we didn't. Now, where are we? Hey, I remember this place. You know what, though? This is a good area to look for that pincer. And with 128 steps, this might be the way to go. So I think I'm actually going to waste my 128 steps and see if I can hunt it down. Now let's see if we can actually catch that pincer. Probably the best spot to do that in this area is these 4 squares here. Now specifically, these 2 squares here. Now in this area, you're going to run into Nidoran male, Nidoran female, Nidorino, Execute, Cubone, and Marowak, and even Tangela and Taurus are possible. But the one we're looking for is that pincer, and since we do have the steps left, we might as well use them. Now again, everything in here has got completely varied levels in that they range anywhere from about level 14 all the way up to about level 36. So we're still going to look for this pincer, and our plan to catch it is the exact same as we did with all the other rare ones, which is just going to be keep throwing Pokeballs until we actually catch it. So, this is Pincer. Pincer is a bug type that doesn't evolve. This one's actually very good though. At level 1 it learns Vice Grip. Exclusive to Pokemon Yellow, at level 21 it learns Bind. At level 21 it learns Seismic Toss, and at level 30 it learns Guillotine. Yeah, for its first 4 moves, those are pretty good. The problem is that it doesn't actually learn any bug attacks at all. It has a huge disadvantage to Fire, Poison, Flying, and Rock. It's got an offensive advantage against Grass, Poison, and Psychic. And of course, Pincer got its name from the 2 giant pincers on its head. Okay, so now let's just throw Pokeballs at it. Like Scyther and like Kangaskhan, if we throw a rock at this thing, it's probably going to run. We have 30 Pokeballs in total, or excuse me, Safari Balls, and I can't see a single reason why we shouldn't be able to catch it with those. Hey, this is great! Perfect. 1 less Pokemon we have to buy at the gaming corner. That is great. And here is Pincer, our Stag Beetle. Wonderful. No, not at all. Great. Well, what this means now is we can actually just go out the way we're supposed to go, which is great. Now, if you didn't get Pincer, I guess I will show you anyway. I did get a good haul. Thank you very much. Now, it's only going to cost 500 more to do this, so I'm going to show you anyway. Once you get HM Surf, everything becomes so much easier in the Safari Zone. And the reason is, right here, all you have to do now is just go over to the edge of the water and use Lapras. Now Lapras can surf. And if we surf, we can go to this side, jump off right beside that Pokeball, and pick up a nugget. Absolutely perfect. So now we want to use Lapras again and go right back into the water. And if we go over here, well, what you'll see is that, hey, this is where we ran out of time. Huh. And it really is exactly where we ran out of time. This is where we just were, right where we caught Pincer. But there is nothing for us in the Safari Zone anymore. Right now, our Safari Zone adventure is completely finished. The biggest, hardest, most difficult part of all of this is you actually have to use Lapras to get out. Or you could just walk around in a big circle until your 500 steps are done. I have no intent of doing that. I'm finished. So with that, our Safari Zone adventure, yes I am as a matter of... Hey. I am this time, honest. Okay, so we return all the 30 Safari Zone balls, and there we go. Our Safari Zone adventure is done. But what do we still have left to do here? Well, it turns out there are still 2 places we should go. One of them we have to go, inside Fuschia City. Now, I'm going to stop here first and actually buy Ultra Balls. Now, I'm going to buy 20 of them, because there really aren't that many Pokemon we're going to need to catch. But the ones that we are going to need to catch are going to be a lot more difficult unless we use Ultra Balls. Now, the next thing I want to do is go to Pidgeot, and immediately, well, if I can figure out the direction, go back to the Pokemon Center inside Fuschia City. Because we still found a pair of gold teeth inside the Safari Zone, and we know who they belong to. So let us see if we can return them. Hi there! And we gave gold teeth to the warden, who puts them in his mouth, and now we can understand him. Wonderful. Man, I thought it was a totally new language. I had no idea what you were talking about. So for all of our trouble, we got HM04, which teaches strength. Great. I did find the secret house, yes. Cool, yeah, that was very good. So now what we are going to do is we are going to use the item, not the Pokemon, and we are going to learn HM04. So we can teach it to either Sandshrew, who we don't want it to learn that, Wartortle. I kind of like going with Charizard. Charizard is going to be a pretty permanent member of the team, so I am definitely going to get rid of Rage. I hate it, it's gone. And so Charizard has forgotten Rage completely and learned something that I can actually use, which is perfect. So Charizard is going to use Strength, and he's going to push that boulder, and that allows us to grab a rare candy. Yeah, I know, I don't like them either, but whatever. We can always sell them. So now that we're outside, everything that we needed to do inside Fuschia City is done. So where do we go from here? Well, the only place I can think that we still really need to go is Cerulean City. Now, why Cerulean City? Well, see, it turns out that now that we have got Surf, that a few new areas have actually been opened up for us. So it is probably in our best interest to take care of those as quickly as we can. Now, in this area, we will have a few different things. We're going to end up running into at least 2 new Pokemon, and we are going to also be able to catch one of them, and that's one of the reasons I needed the Ultra Balls. So now it is just a matter of trying to remember which way was which. And I think I should be okay in how to get, well, for the better part, how to get to where we need to be. But we want to go almost, not quite, but almost all the way back to the entrance to the hidden, or the rock tunnel. Now, I actually came in here specifically to get rid of Sandshrew. Since we don't need Cut anymore, there was no point in having that as part of the group. So instead, I replaced Sandshrew with the Venusaur that we have. Venusaur is going to become very important here. But for right now, I actually want to use Lapras and Surf. And the reason I want to use Lapras and Surf is now that we can surf, a new area has been opened up. So, let us take a look at what that new area is. Oh no. Turns out we've got somebody here. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this episode. Next time, we will take on this guy and see what brand new Pokemon he has for us. Until then, thank you very much for watching. This has been Rev taking you through Pokemon Special Pikachu Edition. Till next time.